Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Naila Putra Baizura. So in this video, I will explain about revising style. So this is the list of contents. The first one is judging style, and the first two principles of clear writing. The third principle, old before new, and then choosing between the active and passive voice, and the final principle, complexity last, and the last speed and polish. So the first one is judging style. Judging style refers to a person's approach or preference in decision-making, problem-solving, or evaluating situations. In a broader sense, it often contrasts with perceiving style, which focus on openness and adaptability. The judging style tends to favor structure, organization, and making decisions quickly to bring closure. People with a judging style typically prefer plain, orderly environments and may be more decisive, aiming for clear conclusions rather than leaving options open. And the next the first two principles of clear writing. The first is distinguish impressions from their cause, and then subjects and characters, and then verbs, noun, and actions, and diagnosis and revision, and who or what can be a character, and then avoiding excessive abstractions, and the last, creating main characters. And the next is a third principle, old before new. In this section is this old new principle happily cooperates with the ones about characters and subjects because older information usually names a character after you introduce it, usually at the end of a prior sentence. But should you ever have to choose between beginning a sentence with a character or with old information, always choose the principle of old before new. And then we move to choosing between the active and passive voice. So in this part, scientists often use the first person and active verbs at the beginning and end of journal articles to explain how they identified and solved a problem. In the middle sections, where they describe processes that are widely applicable, they tend to use the passive voice. And then a final principle, complexity less. So in this principle is particularly important in three contexts. There is the first, when you introduce a new technical term, and then the second, when you present a unit of information that is long and complex, and then the last, when you introduce a concept that you intend to develop in what follows. So the last is speed and polish. Speed and polish focus on sentence style issues relevant to writing research papers, emphasizing principle of diagnosis and revision to improve readability. It acknowledges that other writing principles like sentence length, word choice, and conclusion are also important but are covered in many other books. The text also notes that readability alone isn't enough. Writers must still check grammar, spelling, punctuation, and adhere to conventions for numbers, proper names, and French words. Though these topics are not the focus of this book. So, just it from my videos. I hope you can enjoy to watching these videos. And the last I said thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.